Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the Let's Get Loud podcast. This is a solo podcast episode with my first one for the new year. Happy New Year. I hope you guys had an amazing holiday season. Hopefully you spent time with family and friends and relaxing. We had an amazing holiday, I must say. I really felt like we had that really good balance. Like we have had a lot of downtime, which is difficult for me as a human to have downtime and feel okay about downtime, like a lot of just like chilling, slow mornings. But then I remind myself that like in 3 days, all the activities are starting up again, and it's going to be the hustle and bustle of get to school, make the lunches, come home, do your homework, get to activity, repeat, repeat, repeat. So I'm trying to embrace the slower mornings, but my like uber productive human sense in me is struggling with it, but it's fine. Everything's fine. But we had a great holiday season with my parents, and my brother came to stay for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And then it was really just us. We had an amazing New Year. We took the kids out to dinner. And then we went out just the adults. So that felt really good to spend some time with the kids, but then also have some friend time. So yeah, it was just really great. I must say though, I am fantasizing about the moment on Monday morning when my family goes away. And I can just sit at my desk for 5 hours and work and focus on my goals and journal. And I've started my little 2025 journal here, which is just so sexy, eh? A brand new journal. Do you guys use a journal? So I'm super excited about that, writing some goals down. Why don't I read you guys a little bit of my goals? I'm actually going to talk, we're going to do a whole goal setting workshop here, everyone. So buckle in. So I kind of think about goals in different categories. So we have personal goals. So maybe that's like hobbies. Okay. Oh, wow. I'm trying to find the page. I'm so sorry, everyone. So I find that there's different categories. So there's like personal goals, there's relationship goals. So a goal, maybe relationship with your spouse, your kids, your parents, your friends, financial goals, professional goals, and wellness health goals. And as much as I would love to do it all, I don't think you can do it all. So I'm really focused on wellness health goals. That's my number one. It always is that I enjoy that so much. I would say number two is professional goals. I have some fun, exciting things coming up for myself in 2025 that I want to create and just kind of grow. And I'm excited about it. And I would say my third thing is financial goals. I haven't like sat down and really thought about that one yet, but I do have some exciting things that I want to do. Actually, why don't I just say it out loud? I haven't really said it out loud. The only person I've said it out loud to is Neil. But here I am telling you guys all the things. So in 2020, I had a scheduled breast lift and tummy tuck. So I have lost, 70 pounds and been maintaining that weight loss. Maybe it's closer to 60 now, but I lost a significant amount of weight. I gained and lost a lot of weight for years. I had two pregnancies, one which was a twin pregnancy, and there is a lot of extra skin. Okay. I don't know if I can show you on, if you're watching on YouTube, I'm going to see if I'm wearing black leggings. I mean, oh, wait. Can you guys see? Can you see that? Like, look at that. It's just in my hand. And it's like, it's here. Oh, I'm really showing you guys the things. Oh, yeah. Everyone's going to go watch this on YouTube. Okay. Anyway, now I know that there's fat in there as well, but I do have a lot of extra skin. Okay. And it's something that, okay, so in 2020, I had scheduled a tummy tuck and a breast lift. And if I'm being honest with myself, I scheduled it for two reasons. One, I knew I was leaving teaching that year, and I was like, I have a lot of sick time. I want to use up this sick time. Okay. Which probably isn't the best reason to decide to get skin removal surgery. And thing number two was I was seeking contentment with my body. If I'm going to be super honest, I thought that was the next step. I thought that was the solution in feeling worthy and accepting my body. And I had a real moment right before that surgery that I was standing in the mirror and I was lifting up my skin. And I was like, yeah, look what my tummy would look like without all this skin. And then I looked at my legs and I was like, oh. And in that moment, I realized that I was doing this for body acceptance. and I didn't feel like I was ready. Now, luckily, the pandemic came. My surgery got canceled. And when they called me back again, I was like, ah. So I knew I wasn't ready. Like when the phone rang, I was like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. And so I knew that it wasn't the right time. So I just thought, I'm going to put this on pause right now and I'm going to revisit it. And, that was 4 years ago, almost 5 years ago now. And I've done so much work on accepting my body, loving my body, feeling worthy regardless of a size. And I do really feel like I'm in a much better position to have that surgery, like mentally. I also am thinking like I really want my mom to come take care of me. And my mom's getting older. She's in great health. But I'm like, I need to do this now. Like I need my mom. She is like so supportive. She's like, do this. You will not regret it. I'm also thinking about like I'm 42 now. I want to have this before I get older and older. I also have someone in my life who's in their 60s who recently just had it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, if she can do it, I can do it. My breasts are getting so low, you guys. Like it's so bad that I don't even feel comfortable wearing jammies without a bra in my own home. So I'm like, like we could just do a little bit of things, and it's a comfort thing. I'm at the gym and I'm squatting and my skin is in the way. Like it's in the way. Anyway, I don't need to justify why I'm considering this. And it's been in the back of my mind for a long time. But just recently, I'm like, okay, I'm feeling more and more and more and more ready for this. But there's two things really holding me back. Number one, financially, it's a massive financial commitment. And although I have the money to put towards that, I have a lot of guilt because I could take my family on vacation instead of doing that. I could pay off my car. But here's what I keep telling myself. There will always be something else to spend that money on. You're just going to have to decide if you want to make it a priority. So I felt like I would feel less guilty if I just saved a certain amount of money every month and it was like my tummy tuck fund. Like it was like that was for me. I think mentally it would make me feel better. So anyways, all of that just came out when I was talking about financial goals. So I think if I, can save a little bit more money every month, then I can feel like I'm doing what I need to be doing to be able to spend that money on me. So that's kind of exciting. I haven't said that out loud. The second piece that's really holding me back is the whole medical stuff. So I am pretty tough. I'm not going to lie, but I am not tough when it comes to medical stuff in the sense that like, I gave birth without an epidural or any kind of drugs because I would rather birth two babies out of my vagina than have a needle. Like, so I'm kind of weird. So I'm going to have to get over that. I don't like the idea of me being out of commission for a couple weeks. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like the idea of my kids seeing me recovering, but listen, we can't have it all. So I just need to decide if that really is a priority to me. But I am getting closer and closer to feeling like I'm ready for that. Anyways, I just thought I'd share that with you guys because it kind of is a part of my financial goals. Wow. So there we go. So I'm really focusing on health and wellness, professional and financial goals this year, and it feels exciting. And that's what it should feel, guys. It should feel exciting. It shouldn't feel dread. Like if you're like, oh, maybe you're like, I should save money. And that makes you feel, oh, it's not the right goal. Like find a goal that makes you feel excited. Okay. And all my three focuses make me feel really excited. So I wanted to talk you guys through a little bit of a goal setting workshop. So I did a full 45-minute session on this within our community group with our members. So if you are a Your Way Weight Loss member, make sure you go and find that live. It is organized in the guide section. And I'm also creating a PDF to go along with this, which will be in the community group for our members. That's kind of like a prompting thing so that you can go through my live and then reflect and plan. Okay. All right. So here's the thing. Why do we have goals? I love a good goal. I love a good goal. And why not start 2025 with a big goal? And here's what I would love for you guys to give yourself. Give yourself a year. Give yourself a year to save the money for your tummy tuck. Give yourself a year to grow your email subscribers. Give yourself a year to focus on your health, your gaining muscle, your health and wellness journey. Give yourself a year. How does that feel? Doesn't that feel good? I'm like, okay, I'm not in a rush. I have time to figure this out. We don't need to do this in a rush. Give yourself a year. So why set a goal? It helps you live with intention. It helps you make purposeful choices and it gives you direction. I don't know about you guys, but my life is full. Not busy, full, and in the most beautiful way. But if I am not intentional, if I don't intentionally try to save money, it's not going to happen. If I'm not purposeful with gaining muscle and having that direction of increasing my protein and strength training, I'm not going to do it. So you can't just say a goal and then not pay attention to it. And when you are going through life without any kind of goal, I think you're sometimes lacking direction. So today's session, we're going to talk about three things: the process of goal setting, the actionable steps, and how you're going to check in. Like I said, if you enjoy this, you need to be within our membership. Our free trial is over, but you can still become a Your Way Weight Loss member anytime. We have monthly, 6-month, and 1-year options to see whichever one meets your needs best. And you can have access to all of this, plus all of our 2025 templates, all of the things. And what we're doing is three 10-week sessions starting the week of January 20th. And we're going to have a focus on wellness, which is going to be hosted by me, a focus on mindset hosted by Jose, and a focus on weight loss hosted by Andre Claude. So that's what's going on in the Your Way Weight Loss world. Okay, so steps to set your goal. Number one, you need to reflect on last year. So if I'm looking at my financial goal, I need to look back at last year. What happened? How much money did I make? How much money did I spend? Where am I spending my money? Where do I want to start spending less? Or do I want to make more? You know what I love about the money example? It's literally the same as your weight loss. You look back, it's just not as easy to get the numbers. And also with our weight loss, we're often so emotional, where money, we're more rational. It's facts. I see it. So looking back, maybe you're a weight loss goal. Look back. How did the year go? Where did you spend your money? Where do you want to spend less, or do you want to make more, AKA move? And you make that decision. So I really think an important piece of setting your 2025 goals is looking back on 2024. Okay. All right, so we already talked about the goal categories. Once you start to flirt with your goals, I need you to ask yourself why. And I need you to ditch anything on that list that is something you feel like you should do, or it's on your list because it's a societal norm. I need your why to be so deep and so authentic to you, and it lights you up. So I don't want you to put on your goal, we're going to eat dinner as a family every Sunday, but really that goal makes you feel like, ugh. But you're just doing it because you think you should, because you're a good mom if you eat with your kids. Guys, that's bullshit. We are not shoulding anymore. We are not doing things because we think that society deems us more worthy as women, as mothers, as employees, employers, anymore. No, you are showing up for you. What lights you up? Saving money lights me up. Okay? Growing professionally lights me up. Focusing on my wellness journey lights me up. And specifically what I'm focused on lights me up. So please make sure that whatever is on your list, you feel excited about. Excitement is your body telling you you're on the right path. This is where you should be putting your focus. So we've reflected on 2024. We've thought about all the categories of goal setting. We've just taken a whole moment to have a brain download. We're not judging ourselves. We're just going, what are my wellness health goals? What are my professional goals? What are my financial goals? What are my relationship goals? And what are my personal goals? And where do I want to focus? And then asking myself, why do I want that? Deep. Why do I want to gain muscle? I want to age independently. Remember back to needles at the beginning of the thing? I do not want to spend any minutes in the hospital. I want to live until I'm 97, and then I want to die in my home. Seems reasonable. Nothing wrong with me. I just die in my sleep peacefully. That's what I want for myself. And I can take those steps right now to make that happen, or at least get as close to that as possible. Okay, let's get into our steps now. So here's the thing. Once you have your goal, there's going to be 2 different things you need to focus on. What needs to happen right now? So I'm going to give you an example of me gaining muscle. So I started that goal in 2024, but there were some things I needed to do immediately. Number 1, I need to decide where I'm working out, which gym, or am I doing it at home? So I needed to make that decision. And if it's a gym, I need to join the gym. And if it's at home, maybe I need some equipment. So like setting yourself up physically. Then I needed to figure out what kind of a weight training program I was going to be doing. Okay. Sign up for that. Then I needed to show up to the gym, not even lift a weight, but I have to walk in the door, get changed, walk up to the gym and do something. Okay. Those were my initial steps. And every one of your goals is going to have initial steps. So what do you need to do initially to set yourself up? And then after that, it's just being consistent. After that, I just need to show up to the gym 3 to 4 times a week, do my thing, increase my protein, consistently. Okay. It doesn't need to be this big thing. It's going to be a big thing at the beginning, but then I just consistently. So kind of once you have your goal, split it into 2 categories. What needs to happen right now? And then what needs to happen consistently? What needs to happen right now? I'd love for you guys to put a timeline on. So before the end of January, I will have joined the gym and gone once. Before the end of this week, I will have gone through last year's visa bills and done some totals. Like give yourself some deadlines, okay? And then we're just going to focus on the consistency. Now, don't think ahead too much. Don't be like, for the rest of this year, I will go to the gym 4 times a week. You don't know if that consistently is going to give you what you're looking for. How about you just go 3 times a week for all of January and then you reassess? Same goal though. You keep your goal, but don't try to think too far ahead of the actions required to achieve your goal. Just focus on what you feel like you need to do this month, this week. Focus on being consistent with them, and then we can think about next steps. You might not need next steps. If you just put your head down and focus on consistently doing something, you might see, oh, wow, that's enough. Just keep going, okay? Slow steps. I want to explain to you guys that as you're making lifestyle changes, the first time you do something is an event. The first time you go to the gym is an event. The first time that you have a vegetarian meal instead of meat, it's an event. It feels like a big deal. You're waiting for your certificate. Then eventually we move that into a habit. You do it most of the time, but it still requires some intention. And then it becomes a standard. So really remind yourself as you're going through this year and you're making lifestyle changes, okay, right now that's an event in my life. Now it's a habit. I'm ready to make it a standard. And you celebrate the shit out of every single step of the way. All those small wins, I need you to celebrate. And I also want you guys to ask yourself, how can I make this easy? How can I make this simple? I'm going to give you guys a super quick example of accessibility and the importance of actually making it easy, and then something will happen. Have you ever been sitting on your couch and it's 11 p.m. and you are online shopping and you go to checkout and you forget your password? So you need to reset your password. You need to go into your email and then you need to put in your credit card. So you have to get up off the couch and put your credit card number in, versus you are sitting on your couch and they have Apple Pay and you just need to press 2 buttons. The likelihood that you complete the second purchase is way higher. Why? It was easy. It was accessible. Ask yourself the same question about your habits and your goals that you're working on in 2025. How can I make this simple? How can I make this accessible? How can I make this easy? Boom. Stop complicating it. We have this perception that everything great that is accomplished is accomplished through difficulty. That is a lie. Everything great is accomplished through consistency, and consistency does not have to feel hard. Okay, so those are your steps to creating your goal. The next piece is tracking your goal. Okay, we're not just going to set a goal and leave. You need to do this weekly. You need to check in with this goal weekly. Get out your phones right now. Pick a day to check in with your goal. It's at Mondays, at Fridays, at Wednesdays, at Saturday. Doesn't matter. Set a reminder to check in every single week. Now, if you are within the community group, if you are within a Your Way Weight Loss membership, I actually have prompting questions for you to work on for weekly. I haven't created it yet. I haven't put it in the group yet, but it's going to be there by the end of today. Okay. Monthly, once a month. And I have different questions for you to reflect. How's it going? Do I need to adjust? What went well? What didn't go well? And quarterly. So we are really setting our sights here. We are really focusing on a yearly process here. Weekly, monthly, quarterly. And then you need a tool. You need a tool to track your progress, whether it's a planner, whether it's a calendar, whether it's a template, whether it's an app. I don't care, but you need a tool to track your progress. Okay. And then the last piece is you're going to need to adjust. But here's what I want you to adjust. I want you to adjust your approach. I want you to adjust your pace, but I don't want you to adjust your goal. If you have set your goal appropriately, you won't need to adjust it. If you set a goal that is so authentic to you and so important to you, you don't have to give up on it, even if it's not going as planned. You adjust your process, you adjust the how, you adjust the pace, but we don't give up on our goal. Okay? All right. Last thing I want to tell you guys before you go, don't expect rainbows and butterflies. Expect obstacles. The one thing that I did different 10 years ago, when I joined Your Way Weight Loss and I decided that this was my year, I was a New Year's Eve person. Okay. It was 2016 that I joined. And I decided one thing, this time I wasn't going to give up. This time when it got hard and when I fell off the wagon, I was getting back on the wagon. And if you want to finally make this year your year for whatever goal, weight loss, business, financial, relationship, whatever goal you guys have, you need to commit to not giving up. Even when you disconnect, even when you take a few steps back, you get back up and you keep going. You will have obstacles. They will exist. Okay. Reframe your failure in as learning. Oh, wow. What happened there? Okay. What can I do different next time? Revisit your why. Why are you doing this? That's so important. Don't talk shit to yourself. Don't be like, oh, you suck. You're never going to do it. That's damaging. Okay. And I need to remind you that progress is progress. Even little progress, even progress you can't see. Progress is progress. And so how are you going to stay motivated? Hate that word. Motivation is not a thing. You might have motivation right now. Here's the thing. Wait, motivation is a thing. Motivation is not the thing that's going to actually allow you to achieve your goals though. Okay. What's going to get you to your goals? Staying connected, template, journal, whatever, staying connected every single day. Every single day, you should be reminding yourself of this goal. I don't care how you do it, but every single day, you should be reflecting and connecting with this goal at least once a day. Community, you're going to need support. You're going to need other people that are also working towards a goal, and you're going to need to celebrate all those small wins. Stop waiting until you've lost 5 pounds. Stop waiting until you've gone to the gym for a month. Celebrate the shit out of every single small win. That actually creates confidence in yourself. When you start showing up for yourself and you start celebrating it, then you feel capable. And then you're like, wait, I can do this. That is what's going to keep you in the game. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that podcast episode, told you all the things, showed you my loose skin, gave you an epic coaching session on how to actually make 2025 your year this year. Send me a DM if you guys have questions. I want to see you crush all of your goals this year. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, go. Absolutely amazing. Have an amazing day, everyone.